Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, TK. Hey, Daddy. I was just wondering when I could see you again. Give me a call and let me know.
Hey, TK, it's Carmen, baby. How are you? I know you're busy, but I miss you, papi. Te quiero ver.
Hey, TK. I'm calling you. I was thinking about you. I'm hoping that I get a call back. Been on my mind. So, it's your girl from Detroit. Me back when you get a chance, okay? Talk to you later. Bye.
What's up, everybody? It's comedian TK Kirkland, a.k.a. T to the motherfucking K. TK Kirkland is the philosopher. T to the motherfucking K is my philosophy.
Oh, my situation, it's a crazy situation, man. You know, like I said, I'm a big fan. I listen to your podcast every day.
Right.
I always try to keep track of when something pop up. And I remember listening to one of the podcasts where a guy was talking about, he had a child, trying to find out that his and stuff like that. It's like, certain things I can relate to, and you try to teach game on people. And I'm like, man, I feel the same way with, with what you're saying.
Right.
And my situation was, it's basically like this. I met this girl when she was probably trying to think. My girl, cause we just got back together.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, we've been around each other for 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
I remember from she was in middle school, I was in high school. She was already coming to high school, and at that time, I had a girlfriend, which is my first love.
Right.
And my first love at that one point when she found out, she's like, you need to pick and choose, and I'm like, well, I really don't have feelings for her. She's just somebody I met after we broke up. I didn't think you and I was going to get back together, but I never had plans with her to get with her because she was a little bit younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that. So years went by, me and my first love broke up. Years went by, about 2 years went by. I just went off, did my thing, Let me just go through my thing, got a job, start focusing on me, out there. I had to wait. I had a dream one day about this girl, I'm like, man, even though me and her never spoke, me and her kept in contact because of her mother. I go to her mother's house to see her. She had a boyfriend. I knew who her boyfriend was because me and him have met before. We spoke. We talked. You know what I'm saying? I know who he is, but it's like, I don't fuck with you like that.
Right.
So we always kept in contact. So one day I remember, like I said, this story is crazy. I had a dream that she was pregnant.
She was pregnant by who?
I don't know. It was just a dream that she was pregnant.
Okay.
My dream was that she was just pregnant. And I was like, all right, I didn't think nothing of it. That day, me and my homeboys, we went out. And I'm talking about, this was like years back.
Right.
I haven't spoke to her, like I said, 2 years. And I got the phone call. I just wanted to do something. I was like, man, I feel like, I just got paid. I'm trying to go out somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, I got a phone call with her mother. Her mother calls me. She's like, hey, what are you up to? I'm like, nothing. I'm just chilling. What's up? Somebody needs to talk to you. I'm like, okay, who? Boom. She puts her daughter on the phone. I'm like, hey, what's up? Blah, 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 blah. I say, hey, before anything, what you doing tonight? She's like, nothing. You want to do something? She's like, yeah, we could go out. Boom. Went out to eat. Took out to the movies. Gentleman type.
Mm-hmm.
She said she had to tell me something. I said, wait, hold on. Before you tell me something, I got to tell you something. She's like, well, I had a dream you was pregnant last night. And it's crazy that you called me today and I met you. Boom. Well, we went to the movies, everything. Got back. You know what she ended up telling me at the end of the night?
Yeah, it's obvious.
Yeah, I was like, yo, you had to tell me something. What's up? She's like, I'm pregnant. I was like, oh, snap. That's crazy. I was like, oh, all right, that's what's up. I'm like, yo, so who's the father? She ended up telling me
right.
who it is. And I was like, that. I said, that nigga? He's like, yeah. I was like, damn. But the crazy part was we had a relationship first. But I had to let her go because, you know, I was trying to focus on me.
See, I'm being honest. I thought you was going to say it was your baby, but it's the other dude's baby.
Nah, because, yeah.
Okay.
Thing is,
cool.
I had dated her before, and she got with him, and, like, the family was broken that, you know, like they say, were you up supposed, y'all are meant to be. You know, it's like, okay. Yeah, but I'm just too focused.
Let me ask you a question, because you taking a long time to get to the fucking point. So here's my question. If it's not your baby, then what the fuck are you concerned about?
No, okay, so this is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to cut everything short. I'm trying to cut everything short. Look, I got with her, you know, like I said, I was young.
Uh-huh.
I basically took the child as mine. I took the child as my own. You know, I raised him as mine. He's 10 years old. He's a disabled child.
Right. A lot of work.
I've been there. Obviously it was.
Man.
I was 17 years old. I was still, you know, out in the streets. I was, you know, doing my thing in the streets, doing a lot of stuff. The reason, like, I reached out to you, I just kind of, like, I got it, but it's kind of like I need the guidance. I just want to hear your point of view of certain things because I hear what you say. You know, I did a lot of dumb shit when I was young. Like, any teenager try to think, you know, try to put in a situation like that, to raise another man's kid.
Yeah, that's really, I commend you for it.
You know, trying to act like an adult, but not really. You know, I wasn't really there that much. I used to, you know, we went through a lot of problems where I used to catch her talking to the child's father.
Right.
And I used to be like, yo, what's going on between you two? You guys getting back together? She's like, no, I just spoke to him. You know, a bunch of sneaky shit that used to piss me off. Which
now
later
you felt it in your heart was some sneaky shit. It's like she was in hiding doing it.
Yeah, she was hiding because I used to see this. I used to catch because we used to live together. I used to see the emails. So you know what I'm saying, the emails like they were saying reminiscing about the past, and I used to question like, yo, what the fuck is up with that? Like,
right.
You guys want to be together? I used to catch it like, oh, and I used to question about it. She won't.
Total disrespect, especially if you're raising his child. But go ahead, I'm trying to see where you're going. Keep going.
You know, so I used to catch it so much that it used to piss me off. And I'm like, yo, do you see what I'm doing? You're 16. I mean, you know, I'm just barely hitting I'm about to hit 21. You know.
No, but you know what? I'm going to cut you off right there. When you said she's 6, how old is she now?
Oh, right now she's 26.
She's 26.
Yeah.
Okay. So you talked about something that happened at 16. What are you trying to get at?
All right. So, like, long story short, all that stuff has happened. We lived together. Like I said, I did a lot for this girl. I lost a lot of shit for this girl. After, you know, then we broke up. She got with somebody else. She ended up I'm just going to cut it short. She ended up having, because this is, the only reason I reached out to you is because of the last episode you said to this guy, he said something about, you know, another man was raising his kid, you know, and he doesn't know what he would do, how he should move about it. Well, I heard something you said about it, and I was like, you know what, TK is so right. You know, I was a bitter person. When she got with the other guy, I used to be so bitter that I didn't want another man to raise my kids. But at the same time, I was barely even handling the situation right. I never looked at this girl after me and her broke up. I never really focused on her. I didn't find her attractive, nothing, like at all. Like the taste, I looked at her, it was like a bad taste coming out of my mouth. But I know that's my child's mother. You know, I got to give her the respect that she deserved because regardless, even if that's my child's mother, I'm taking care of everything. I put myself on child support. I still take care of the child. Just like,
okay, good.
He's my son to this day. Like everybody in the world knows. Like I even spoke to that man before. Like I spoke to that man before. He's like, man, you're more of a father to the child than I ever was. You know, I had asked why he never was.
So I'm going to stop you again. You ready? What
Yep.
do you want to ask me?
I think it is a thing. She had another child.
By who?
By the boyfriend that she had.
Not the
right.
Not the.
No.
Baby.
No,
okay, different boyfriend.
Yeah, she had a child by
From a
this
different guy.
man, another man. Yes.
Okay.
He raised my child. I went up to him. I condemned him. Like, listen.
No, it's not your child. It's someone that you raised.
No, it's not.
I'm saying it's your child.
Right.
It's not your child.
She had a child, a second child by somebody else.
Yes.
That man, you know, the child I was raising, he was raising, everything. I said, I went up to him, I condemned him, like, hey, man, look. Long story short, I was like, look, man, I appreciate what you're doing. You're doing something that I never did. Well, that man happened to pass away a week after his first child was born.
Damn.
He was 37 years old. He was 37 years old. That child now, to this day, he looks up to me. He doesn't call me dad. He calls me by my name.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I said, we were separated for 6 years. I never looked at her anyway. One day, this year, she had invited me to go to Disney. You know, she's like, look, she's like, Aiden, like the one I'm raising, he's like, he's going to be 10 years old. I want you to come to this trip, this. And I was like, all right, cool. Went to Disney. We had fun. I never done Disney. Never been. I'm 31 years old. Never did Disney. Never did anything. I'm up here. I'm here. I've been living 20-something years in Florida. You know, we've been here. We actually finally decided, you know what? Do you ever think about us? Actually, you ever thought about us getting back together? Because you've been.
Now, why would you do that, yo?
No, because I kind of asked like, you doing your thing, I'm out here doing my thing.
So I'm gonna cut the chase. Y'all back together?
Yes. After
why
6
would you
years,
do
we
that?
finally decided. I just felt like it was just right for me.
Man, get the fuck out of here. I wish you was next to me. It's like cracking your motherfucking head. Man, dog. Let me say to you about life. And it's not your fault. You just didn't know. See, the problem with most men, you motherfuckers don't want to be lonely. You're afraid to be alone, you know. You think you're supposed to be with a fucking female laying up and all this kind of shit and putting yourself in financial stress and pressure because you don't think. I have this saying that I tell people, I say, you know there's a group of college bitches graduating in June. It's a whole new team coming out here. And you young niggas and you young and these women and all that, y'all afraid to explore life. See, life is about exploring. Life is about, you meet this person, doesn't work out, you move on. You meet this person, you have a baby, out of wedlock, okay, you take care of your child. Or you get married, depending on your background, depending on who your parents are, depending on how you feel about each other. Some people break up. Then you move on again. But never do you recycle. Never do you put yourself in a situation to be financially distressed. Because the mental... See, I take my hat off on you at the same time because you got to be partially crazy and partially in love to raise one child that's not yours. But to raise two kids that's not yours, oh, nigga, you love this bitch. You understand what I'm saying? You love her. The point that I'm hoping is that she loves you just as much because what you're doing is admirable. I take my hat off to you as a father because I know if I die and my daughter's hooked up with somebody, I hope a man will treat my baby straight. This is the reason why I tell women to have their money right, just in case a nigga die, go to jail or leave you. you won't have to put yourself in that situation, have another man come in the house and try to raise another nigga's kids. But my point is, if you asking me this about 2 kids that's not yours, do you still want to be there, or are you trying to find a way to exit?
No. I was just kind of concerned. Like, I just want to get your point.
Yeah, how old are you?
Yeah, I'm 31.
You're 31. What city you live in?
I'm in West Palm.
Okay, it's a good city. So my thing here is, you happy?
Yeah, I'm actually, to be honest with you, PK, I am. Like,
if you're happy, that's weird all that matters, fam.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, how everything happened between us and all this stuff. Honestly, I'll be honest with you, PK, if the father of the second child was still alive, me and her would never have been together. We never even thought about ever. Because even, like I said, January, I asked her, and she's like, hell the fuck no, I don't want to be with you. And then, like, out of the blue, it's like, okay, we're together. It's like, okay, this is weird. You know, it's like, wow, we never thought this was ever going to happen between us.
Right. It's life sometimes. Yeah, it's life. And
it happened organically. And then, like, before, like I said, we were both young kids, try to be adults. And, like, now it's like I see her totally different. Like, you know, she's like, baby, you have money for, like, gas? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Like, oh, did you eat? Did you this? Like, she wasn't like that before. Like, you start seeing different. Like,
so you see what happened? Like, she grew up. She's becoming a woman. See, the problem with a lot of guys, too, they meet these girls young, and you expect them to be a woman at 17, 18, 19, and they can't because they don't know. Their mother wasn't like that. So they have to go through life and bump their heads every now and then. And as they become a woman, they get better. And by her asking you those things, now I'm happy that you're somewhat in this relationship because it shows me that she cares about what you're doing. You understand what I'm saying? When you get a woman, so you got gas money, you get a woman to make sure that you eat and you're straight, that's the kind of woman you want to be with. And she doesn't put stress on you. I like that, matter of fact. Yeah, she because, like I said, I've been around her for 13 years. Right. I see her, and like I said, even though we were separated, I still go to the house because that's the house that we've always been since kids. We always went to her mother's house. We always seen been there. And then even though we'll see her, she's like, I'm like, what's up for? She's like, why are you here? I'm like, why are you here? Are you supposed to be with your man? She's like, well, this is my mom's house. I was like, last time I checked, my son isn't there. Like, whatever. So it's like, we had like a bittersweet issue, but I was like, yo, I used to tell her, like, our conversations, I always used to tell her, like, our relationship was always based with your mom, never with us, you know, but I was like, man, it's just so crazy how we went 6 years apart, everything, we dated different people, you know, I'll travel to New York, Philly, come back, I just try to, like, and now it's like, I'm doing stuff like I never have done, TK. Like, I think I've been to, Orlando. I already went to Orlando, 3 times this week. Right. Like, I've been to Disney. I had a blast. I'm over here. She's like, we should do this. Now, you know what? Go over here. What I'm hearing is self-growth. What I'm hearing is that you're extremely happy. You love being a father. Oh, yeah. And I never had that growing up. Neither me and my brothers, we had a father figure. Right, and see, when you love being a dad, it's the greatest thing. She's happy, you're happy, and the kids are going to grow up to know that someone truly loves them. And I think that's a blessing. You know, and matter of fact, I'm getting ready to do a big show in Florida. I just closed the deal today. There's a concert I'm throwing for my man who passed away from 2 Live Crew. So when you got my number, so when you hear it, you know, I'll post it on Instagram too. I'll leave you 4 tickets that you could come to the show. Is it in Miami or is it going to be? Yeah, it's going to be in Miami. It's going to be in Miami. Oh, yeah, that's like on the 30-minute drive from West Palm. Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, I work in West Palm. You work where? I work in
and pumping over here close to Fort Lauderdale. She wants me to leave this job. I told her, man, look, that's another thing too. Like, see, like every day, like now, like this is like, I look at her like it's so funny because she never was like that, and like I said, I took it to like, man, she really has grown up. It's so different, you know. She like, man, like we need to do more, like her big things is always family. You know, she does.
That's
like
good.
You know, she's not like those people, like those girls, like, she doesn't like the club. She doesn't like to drink. She doesn't like certain things. Like, her thing is, like, you want to get her out the house, anything that has to do with family, she's out the house.
Right.
You know, she's like, okay, family events, like this week they're going to Kelly's Park for one of those little river things with the kids.
Right.
You know, I was like, well, we just got off of, like I said, we just got off on Disney. I'm like, look, I can't go because I got to pay certain things. I just want to get myself situated.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, that's fine, you know. She's like, I understand. I wish you could go. And I'm like, look, the way my job is right now, everything's slow. And she's like, you know what? How about you just leave the job? Like her mom just giving me applications to fill out. And I'm like, okay, this is like really weird. She's like, yeah, maybe you need a better job. I'm like, yeah, I do. But
well, at least they're looking out for you, dog. Shit. Ain't nothing wrong with somebody trying to make you better and try to put more money in your pocket.
You know, she's like, man, in the next 2 years, I'm going to buy a new car. I just give you mine. And I'm just sitting there just looking back like,
homie, you got a winner. Listen to what I'm telling you.
I'm like, am I tripping? Because I swear to God, 13 years ago, you was not like this. Like, I had a fight with you just to.
Here's the thing I want you to start doing. I need you to stop bringing up her past. We all grow up and become better people. So eliminate that out your vocabulary and your mindset. Your mindset got to get off that. All right, that's one. That's very important that you stop bringing up you wasn't like this years ago. A lot of people wasn't like the way they were years ago, right? Two, you got a woman that's going to give you a car. At least she's saying it. But even if she doesn't, her heart and her mindset is in the right place. Three, her and her mom love you so much that they're explaining to you, hey, you really like the job? We got some applications here. Why don't you try? Always remember one thing I'm about to tell you. Every year, you should want to grow to another level. Every year, you want to say to yourself, you know what? I want to make sure that I set a goal and I reach that goal next year. That's extremely important that you do that. And if you do that, you'll become a better man, you'll think better, and you'll achieve more. And you got to have a plan. And as long as you have a plan, as long as y'all work together as a family, you guys will be straight. I'm telling you, because she got you. She got your back.
Yeah, she does. You know,
she got your back.
Like she's also surprised. Like she told me the other day, she's like, you know what? Because I was honest with her, I was like about everything, and I asked her like, yeah, like what, like, because it was kind of like a curveball. Because one minute I asked like, you know, you think we should ever like, because I had a blast. I'm not gonna lie, I had a blast at Disney. So I probably got caught in a moment when I asked her like, yo, you ever thought of us like being together? And then she's like, no.
When you say being together, what, marry, or you're together now in a relationship? Because you're confusing me now.
We're in a relationship. But I've been like, you know, because before it was always like, you're just it for me, you know, we're just going to be together. But, you know, you can't predict life. Things happen.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't work out well. So this year came around. Like I said, I never really and we never had that conversation we was never really friendly type talking. It was just like,
right,
you know, like two beasts, two animals just argue.
Now, do you think let me ask you a question. Do you think you'll marry her?
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow.
No doubt. Like, without a heartbeat, with the kids and everything, like,
right.
You know, she was kind of little, with the newborn, you know, well, he's 3 now. I've been there since he was like born. So with him, she was kind of iffy about him being around me and stuff. But now she's like, you know what? He just so gravitates towards you. He's like, he has you wrapped around the finger, and this one over here, it's like they all go towards you. Even a dog. I'm like, you sound kind of jealous. You sound kind of jealous. I said, I didn't ask for this. So, like I said, like, coming around January, it was so crazy because I was at the house and I was just fixing something. You know, I went over, cleaned my son's room, did this, did that. You know, it's like, all right. And I was like, hey, by any chance you need anything you need to help you with? She's like, my tail light in my car. I was like, all right, cool. I'll do it. You know, safety first for the kids, you know, just want to make sure everything's okay. So I just did it, and she just came out. She's like, hey, I'm like, what's up? She's like, I'm kind of gonna, you know, you do get on my damn nerves, but I'm gonna ask you, do you want to come to Disney with us? I know you haven't been there in a long time, and I'm sure, you know, the kids will love you. Go on, like, are you sure you want me to go? She's like, look, I can't stand you.
Now, let me ask you a question. Why does she say you get on her nerves? What do you do to get upset?
Like, sometimes she'll, like, ask me for stuff, and I just be like, it's just, like, I don't know, it's just, like, it's, like I said, it's cats and dogs. Like, sometimes you just annoy me. I don't want to be by you. It's, like, something about you, your aura, or something I remember that you did, like, it's just, like, you need to get away from me. Like, it became, like, it was like that, and it was for the both of us, and then after that Disney trip, I guess, like I tell people, hey, Disney is does magical things, I guess, because we never, like, even she said it.
Well, here's
the thing.
Did your father raise you or your mom?
Honestly, my father, I don't know who he is. Like, my real father, I don't know who he is. Okay. I mean, I know who he is. I spoke to him, like, this year. But I was raised by my stepdad. My stepdad raised me. My mom and dad was married.
Your stepdad is a strong person? Was he around you a lot, or you still was around your mom a lot?
I was around my mom a lot, but my stepdad was, he played a big role in my life.
And let me tell you the reason why I asked that question. Because you got a lot of sensitivity about your ass. You know, you say, oh, she getting on my nerves, I can't stand you because you grew up this wrong way. Get past that shit, yo. You're a man.
Yeah, I grew up with 4 women.
Right.
I grew up with 4 women in the household.
I knew it. And that's what I'm saying. Now I'm in your life. I need you to listen to me. You ready?
Yeah.
Stop that bitch shit. All right? That's that shit you took from your sisters. And all that emotional, moody, I don't want to be with you, I don't want to be around you type shit. What you do, when you get moments like that, just excuse yourself. Say, do you mind if I excuse myself for a minute? And you go for a nice walk by yourself so you can, what I call decompress is the word. Because if you're under a lot of stress, a lot of things that you don't know about, being a father, raising somebody else's children, there's a lot of pressure. And if no one's ever explained it to you, you don't know where that negative energy is coming from. Sometimes you just need peace, all right? Sometimes you just need peace. Always encourage her. Always tell her that you love her. Start bringing her flowers to the house, please. Do you open the door for her?
Yeah.
Do you?
You do?
Okay.
Yep.
Make sure
sometimes she looks at me weird.
Yeah. Tell her you're a gentleman. And you want to open the door, because chivalry is not dead. It takes you guys got to start treating these women right before someone steals them. You know, somebody steals your girl, you're gonna be mad and stuff like that. But the thing is, that's what I need you to do when you feel like you're under a lot of strenuous pressure. You have to do that. And then, who paid for the Disneyland trip?
The first one, she did. She paid that whole thing, the house and all that. Like, oh my God! When I asked her, I said, "Hey, I don't want to get into your personal," because like I said, it was like a left field thing, and I was like, I didn't want to get into your personal business, but how much was this? And she's like, I paid for everything. And I was like, when she told me the number, I was like, what? Yeah. And she's like, yeah, I just paid for my ticket. It was like $2 something. I was like,
right.
I was like, wow.
Did you have sex when you was there?
No.
You didn't sneak?
You did it. Nah. She told me we could have, but it was like 8. Well, because it was like we took like the whole entire family.
Right. You couldn't get in the bathroom and nothing, or walk outside and fuck on the Disney on Mickey Mouse or something?
She's not like that. She's like, no, the kids, my family, all that, like her uncles and all that,
Oh, okay.
She told me at the end, she's like, this and that, but she was like on the letter stressed because like her sister pissed her off, and I'm like, and that day she got mad at me, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, I was trying to be the gentleman out of this whole thing. Right. So it was like, I was playing, it's like a double-edged sword.
Uh-huh.
It's like a double-edged sword because it's just like everybody got theirs, a nice house and everything, because we rented a house.
Right.
So some of these people, like, someone was like, oh my God, this is so nice. Like, I don't want to go to no damn Disney. I want to stay in the house, enjoy the pool. Look at this. I was like,
right.
I was like, listen. So I was like, listen, this girl spent too much money for this, and you guys have to come, because if not, she's going to throw a fit. Everybody, there she goes. She throws a fit. She walks outside. I go after her. She yells at me. I'm like, hey. All right,
the family, cool. So they saw the house and enjoyed the house, but they didn't want to go to Disneyland. Let me tell you something on the real. You got to train to go to Disneyland. What I mean by training, you got to work out. You got to do the Stairmaster. You got to take walks, know how to stop. You got to sneak in your own water. Because a bottle of water is $500.
What? Listen, Tika, you ain't telling me much. I saw a burger. It was like $13. It only comes with a fries. I was like, hold up. There's like 8 of us. I'm like, somebody's going to pay for that.
Let me tell you something. What? That's why I always try to tell people when they think Disneyland or Universal is really for children, if they really was for the kids, why are the fucking prices so high? If you really cared about kids, you should lower your prices, or you would sell more.
Yeah, it actually would.
$13 for a fucking burger. You got to be out here. It better be some shrimp and some caviar in that motherfucking burger for $13. Even though I can afford it, I still get mad. But getting back on you, I'm sorry, I'm going all over. I'm tired. The thing with you, I'm tired, yo. The thing with you is, I'm proud of you, fam. I really am as a man, talking to a young man. I'm proud of you. Better your life, whether you with her or not. Because I don't really see y'all staying together, to be honest with you. I see that even though you took on the role of being a dad, the going back and forth between y'all, one of y'all going to get tired of it soon as you get older. And you're going to say, this is not worth all that. So my point is, work hard, save your money. Do the best you can, though. I'm not always right. I have to be the first one to tell you I'm not always right. I've been right this year. I've been phenomenal this year with this show and other shit. I've been hitting home run every time. But my point is, love yourself. Take care of you first. Make sure you got money put away. Make sure that you're happy. Just in case this ever hits the fan, you won't be out there with your dick in your hand, talk about, I did this for her, for the kids, and you don't have nothing. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's the thing I always tell people, CYA, cover your ass. And that's so important. You can love the kids. You can treat them good. You can love her. You can go on trips. But make sure whatever you do in this journey that you're on, no matter if it's a week, a month, or 20 years from now, you make sure you put something away for you, that you're protected. Because you guys are, I'm hearing too much pettiness between y'all two. Am I making sense?
It actually comes from, I'll be honest, it's most of the time it's like my part, because it's like, I'm kind of like, sometimes I get iffy about it, because, like I said, she's totally different.
Here's the thing.
It's like I'm adapting to the new person that she is.
Right.
The stuff that I see she's doing for me is like, oh, okay.
Get rid of your gay way of thinking. No pun intended. People don't get upset with me. Listen, stop thinking like a bitch, right? And when she asks you something, don't answer it right away. Hey, can you give me time to think about it? It'll come out better. She won't get mad at you. And it'll give you time to think about it. And I know what you're doing. You think about, can you afford it? Do I have the time? And do I want to be bothered? Am I correct?
Yeah, especially when I work at night.
Exactly.
And
so all you can say, and say it nicely. Baby, can I think about it? Always do it that way. So, baby, can I think about it? Right now, I think so, but can I think about it? And you're good. And in that way, when you do let her know whether it's yes or no, she'll respect it. Well, I did my due diligence time. I thought about this. I can't make it because of work. But if you go, nah, I don't know, or you say, yes, I can go, then the next day you change your mind, she gets mad about that, correct?
Yeah, sometimes she does.
Yeah, so that's all you got to
do. You're on point because, like I said, because before, like, we used to just argue about stuff and that, but, like, just recently, like you just mentioned, she sat me down. She's like, babe, come on, sit down on the table, let's talk about what's going to happen this week and stuff. We kind of just talked it out. We listened to each other. And she's like, we have this, we just came off this trip. You paid for that trip. We're about to go on another one. Do you make sure do you want to go to it or do you want to go to work? And I'm like, well, school's starting up. I could just use the extra money to go to work. Like, she's like, well, I don't want you to, like, resent me if you can't go to this trip later on. I'm like, no. I'm like, are you okay with me not going? She's like, yeah. Like, if you don't want to, you want to work and get the kids, like, the school clothes and stuff, like, it's fine with me. And so I was like, all right. And if I'm not going on this trip, so I was like, it's just been going well. It's like I said, I just wanted to get your point on certain things.
Yes, sir.
Because it's a crazy, like I said, it's a crazy story.
No, it's not really crazy because I'm older. What I see is a young man who fell in love. You're doing something that's a blessing, but you just need to hear someone tell you that you're doing the right thing, but also give you a few pointers, and that's all I'm doing. Most of the people that I talk to usually have the answers already. They just want to bounce it off someone that they respect, and I'm the guy. So what you're doing is right. What I'm trying to tell you why you're doing what you're doing is right. You start saving a little bit of money, try to find a better job as you get older in life, and get rid of the emotional side. Catch the attitude.
She told me, too. Yeah, like this morning, last night, I asked her, like, what do you do? She's like, nothing, I just stayed home, watch movies. I get home, I see, like, an apple pie. I go, hey, I thought you stayed home last night. She's like, well, I took the kids when I got gas, and it was like, I was like, okay. She's like, oh, look at you, acting like a little girl now. I can't get your gas, and I'm like, I didn't say anything. I was just like, okay, you just told me to stay home and watch TV. I'm going back. He's like, right. I know you.
Listen. Now, don't be no dummy. Let me say something too. Two sides of that story. If she said that she stayed home, and then you see something else, then her story is not official. But my point is, you can't be petty, and you got to have some type of trust. And now, why don't you trust her?
I never said I don't.
No, you don't trust her. I'm telling you now, you don't trust her. But why don't you trust her?
Sometimes it could go either both ways. It's like our past could play a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It could play a little bit of, what happened and this and that. Like, we normally don't talk about it because we really don't. We just let it go and see how it goes. But sometimes it does come back a little bit where you're just like, all right, well, hope you're not doing anything, especially, like, she knows. Like, all right, gonna give you this one big thing. This shit is crazy. You know, a couple years back, one of our major split up was because, like I said, she found this girl ID in my car. Right. I was like, oh, it was a friend, whatever, this and that. She's like, yeah, I need you to stop talking to this girl. I'm like, yeah. You know, fast forward, me and this girl was actually fucking with each other. Mm-hmm. You know, me and her split up, and then I ended up started messing with her. I ain't seen that girl for, after that, we messed around for a year, and after a year, me and her just stopped, so I haven't seen her for 3 years. So just recently, like I said, we just got back together, and I just recently just bumped into this girl, you know. Come to find out, and she just found out that this girl now works with her. And I'm like, oh.
They work together?
Now she really found out. They spoke. It is weird. It's weird, TK, because she's seen a picture of this girl. She's seen the name before back in the day. She's seen everything. She knew a lot about this girl, and they worked in the same building. And I never knew until when I bumped into her at the auto parts store. She's like, I was like, hey, Nicole, what's up? She's like, oh, this, and that. And I was like, oh, that's what's up. And I'm like, all right. And then she asked me, like, hey, does your baby mom named this? And I'm like, yeah. Was your baby? I was like, yeah. Why? She's like, oh, we work together. I was like, oh, shit. So when my girl tells me, she's like, look, I'm not going to do nothing stupid. I'm like,
yeah, but you can't. That's your past. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. You can't. She's like, look, she's like, I'm not going to lose my job or anything. If she comes up to me and says hi, I'm going to say hi. This is that.
Right.
You know, she showed growth in it. I'm like, right. Look, I'm like, you know, she's like, I just want you to know that I don't, right at this time, I don't want you to talk to her. And if she does reach out to you, you know, just
but you
let
haven't
me know.
seen the girl in years, though, right?
Exactly. I haven't seen her. Like, I'm like, listen, that was the first time I seen her in 3 years. Like,
yeah. The job
she's like,
crazy.
She's like, did you feel something towards her? Because you know, y'all was like a thing. I'm like, nah. Like, I looked at her like, I said hi. I didn't have to. I could have just kept walking. Right. I didn't want to feel rude. I didn't want to be rude. I was like, hey, how you been? You know, right. And that was it. And I went about my business. So I was like, I told her, like, listen, I know I did a lot of stuff when I was younger. I was out. I left you home by yourself. I put my friends before our relationship.
You were young.
Exactly. But it took me a while honestly, it took me a while to, like, realize that. It took me a while. What got me to this point was...
It doesn't matter if it took you a while. You got there. Am I making sense?
I got there, but it was just like, I was being ignorant. Like, nah, man, I know what I was doing, you know.
There's nothing wrong with that, yo. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And what I'm saying is, don't hold that against you. That's life.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not. I had to sit down like this lady. Like, I held so much grudges towards her, my dad, like, my mother, like, my whole family, like, how they brought me here to Florida and then all disappeared. Like, I really have no family. Like, she's been my family, you know.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So she's a crutch, she's a person, she's a friend, she's everything. Now, what happened to the rest of your family? Why did they just leave you?
I have no idea, to be honest with you. I don't even talk to them. I really, really don't talk to them. They're all up in New York.
Okay, so fuck it. Okay.
So I'm just like, it is what it is. I held on to that.
Right.
For a while until like I met this like Christian lady and she's like, look, just pray for everything and, you know, do the best you can do for yourself. I'm like, all right, you know what, cool. I started saving a couple of my money.
Right.
You know, but I was like, you know what? I never used to.
Now, what kind of work you do in West Palm Beach?
I work at a wine warehouse.
A wine?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I got a friend. Her name is Tara in West Palm Beach. I'm gonna reach out. Tara's like a big person in West Palm Beach. I'm gonna see if she can give you a job and hire you. Her name is Tara, and I'll hit her tomorrow. I'll hit her Monday. I got to travel for the next couple of days. So
man, I've been seeing the little traveling stuff.
Say it again.
I said I love the little travel like that. Like your podcast, I'll be honest with you, it does change life. I'll be watching a was like, man, traveling, get your passport, get this. And I sit here like, man, I need to do more traveling because I used to do that as a kid a lot.
Yeah, you got to travel, fam.
You know,
my daughters got passports. I don't play that shit. I take this shit very. All my kids got passports. We don't play. So I want to get you a better job. And you know what's crazy this year? You know, I believe in helping people, and it's such a blessing. And like I said, you got my word. I'm going to help you. And I know this young lady. We used to kick it back in the day. It's about years ago, but we still tight to this day. That's because, you know, I eat pussy real good, I fuck good, and I'm a gentleman. That's why you guys got to stay in shape and take care of your ladies. You never know. 20 years from now, you might need their help. You feel me? So this comes right to the right time to help you. And I'll see what she can do. I know a few people in West Palm Beach. So I don't see it. It's not a problem at all. I'm just tripping that I know people in this area. Like, it's crazy. I want to thank God and thank the people and all that good shit. And like I said, my mind is getting delirious because I'm tired, right? So listen, what's your name?
Chris.
Okay, Chris, listen to me. Make sure you call me Tuesday. I will have Tara's number for you. You guys link up. I'm going to explain to her what I'm doing. She's going to set you up, see if she can get you a better job, and we'll rock and roll from there. And then hopefully maybe on this show right here, I'll do a follow-up because I've helped out so many people, and they still call me to this day, and I want to do follow-ups, but since I only do one show a week, I try to give everybody a shot. And I don't know what number you're going to be. I got to talk to my producer, but we'll definitely get the love out for you. Make sure you get rid of the emotional side about that petty shit that you got with her. And the goal here in life is grow as a man, grow as a person. Make sure you work out. Make sure you take care of yourself. Be a positive.
Do that.
Yeah, be a positive person in her life, and no babies. Now, here's the thing. Hopefully, you'll start making enough money. You two can have a baby together because one day you're gonna want your own child.
We actually have talked about it. I told her because I listened to your podcast. I said, "Beth, you know," and she was not for it because certain situations that happened, and like the other day we talked about. She was open about it. And I said, "Listen, I want at least $20,000 in an account before we have any child."
You damn right.
Why 20? Like I said, and I told her, and this is coming from listening to you.
Right.
I said, listen, as I told her, I said, look, I need $20,000 in an account because if something happens, that's going to be our cushion to take care of the child, to do this, and that.
Until you find another job.
Yep. And it's like, right now, it's not it's not the right time.
I love you for that, family.
We have so much going on. I said, we have so much going on. And she's like, you know what, you're right. So maybe in the next, she's like, well, maybe in the next 4 years, we
appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Get the money first.
We're both on.
Yeah, get the money. Get the money first. When I mean get the money, travel and live your life first. And try. So if it takes you to be 37 or 40 to have 20,000, then take your time. Because I don't want you to have all this responsibility over you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want kids your age and younger, 35 and younger, to travel, to see things, and meet different people before you settle down. Because when you truly settle down and you have something to offer a woman, good job, your own spot, nice car, you got money in the bank, a woman will really appreciate you because you're a man. I call it, you know how to control the climate of the room, meaning you're not going to be arguing over petty shit. See, right now you're arguing over petty shit. As you grow older and as you mature, you're going to laugh at some of the things you used to get upset about. You're going to laugh. You're going to like, oh, man, I can't believe I used to trip off that stupid shit. That's exactly what you're
even
going to
now,
say.
even now, I'm still, even though we're together, I'm still, focused on me. I'm, everything is just, it has to be planned. We sit down, and she's, she has her thing on, but she's not trying to put too much stress on me also. And then, she's like, I got this, you get this, it's everything is at one, it's on it, we sit on the table, and we talk, and it's way different than it was before, and I'm like, man, I'm loving this.
Well, again, like I said, it's about growth, and she's growing. Just be a gentleman. Make sure you get her a card. Make sure that you send her flowers. It's the little things.
Yeah, lately we've been so busy with the kids, putting the lessons.
That's what makes it so beautiful. Go stop at Walgreens, get her a nice card, a friendship card on my girl, and you put it in her bag. Not even let her know you put it in there. Just give her the card.
You know what I did, TK?
Huh?
You know what I did? You know what I actually do?
What?
Because she's not very into materialistic stuff. She likes it. When she comes home, the house is all cleaned up.
That's beautiful.
Everything. Kids' clothes put away. Everything is all cleaned up.
I'm just going to add a little something else to that. You ready?
Yeah.
Stop at Walgreens, stop at a nice store, and get some bubble bath. When you clean her house, ask her when she's coming home, say, babe, call me right before you come home. And she's like, I'll be home in 30 minutes. I'll have bath water for her and put bubble bath in that motherfucker, yo. And when she get out of bubble bath, lay on the rub her feet. You ain't got to do it every day. Just once in a while. She'll love you for that.
Yeah, she's like that. She's like, sometimes she's just like, babe, rub my back with this oil or something. I'll be like, all right,
yeah. Rock that baby. Yeah. Rock that bubble bath, dog. Trust me.
Like I said, lately we've just been so busy from trip to this and that.
Yeah, we don't have to do it right now. Just have it.
No, like I told her the other day, I was like, I can't wait till it comes down. And she's like, why? I said, cause I want to take you on a date. I want to go out on a date. It's been a while since we've gone on a date, on a nice dinner date just for us.
Right.
Send the kids over to grandma's house, come home, relax, just us, just our time.
Right.
So it's just
and you got to do
right now, I understand. Yeah, it's right now it's been hectic. And she's like, I'm always tired. I'm like, I get it. I don't want to put pressure on you. I'm just trying to take the load off a little bit to help you.
She sounds like a real nice young lady. And if you change that petty shit you got going on, that relationship will get a lot better. And you're going to grow out of that. So starting today, you're going to start thinking about how you speak. You're going to start saying to her, can you think about it, please? Say, baby, can I think about it? I want to make sure I got everything in order before I tell you yes or no. And she's going to respect you for that. Then you're going to call me on Tuesday and see if I can get in touch with Tara. She's going to be excited. I'm going to call her, too. She's going to be shocked, I'm telling you. And I was like, T, I need you to do me a favor, blah, blah, blah. I need you to find a job for a friend of mine named Chris up there. He lives in West Palm Beach. And then we'll take it from there. I will call her now. It's so late in the morning, and I'm not on the West Coast, so.
Yeah, I'm going. That's another thing, too. We're going to try to save up enough money because she wants to take the kids over to, I think it's a Disney over there in California.
Right. So tell her the same damn Disney in Cali is the same damn Disney in Orlando.
I don't know, but hey, listen, the way I look at it, I've never been to California, so I was like, listen, there's going to be expensive trips. She's like, save up and let's just go. I was like, well, you haven't gone a little bit. I haven't gone in there. I said, let's just do it.
Chris, she sounds amazing. Don't lose her.
No, not this time around, no. I can't.
Yeah, she sounds amazing. And she carrying her load. She don't even really need you, Chris.
She really don't. She told me that. I was like,
see what I'm telling you. See, I thought at the beginning of this conversation you was over your head, right? No disrespect when I say this, but you're like the third child. You're just a grown-up. Because she's carrying all of you guys' weight. She's taking care of the 2 kids from 2 different niggas, and she's taking care of you, a motherfucker from the past that you broke up from. Man, that bitch is bad, dog.
Well, I just got back in the picture. I just got back in the picture, but
I know.
You know, back then I carried a whole weight.
Hey, remember I told you it's not about the past. Not what it's about the past. It's about the day.
But
she is a superhero.
When I see her now, it's like I just look at her and she's like, "What?" I'm like, "I'm amazed by you." Like, man,
Chris,
I wish.
Stop saying that. Listen to me. I'm telling you to stop saying. It's okay to say to me, but from this moment on, stop saying that to her. Just go with the ride. Be a man. Just ride with it. Stop saying it because it's gonna.
No, I meant like this, TK. Like, you know, like the first child born handicapped, and you know, from 16 to 27, she carried that. You know, not a lot of girls can handle. I don't think a lot of girls can handle at a young age.
Women are amazing, yo. They got the strength to do a lot of stuff.
That's why I was like, wow. Like sometimes it's like I am shocked. Like, you know, and at 10 years old, he like the other day he scared the hell out of me because he just walked. Because this is my first time getting used to him actually now walking on his own.
Mm-hmm. So
when he gets out of the bed, he just walks. And I was like, okay, that's kind of when we get used to it. And, you know, like I said, after the second child's father passed, it kind of like, it woke me up. Like, you know what, you need to get your shit together because, you know, I wasn't seeing somebody that also passed also.
Mm-hmm.
You know, last
it's rough, yo. And
December, so it's like,
yeah.
And it's kind of like,
I want to say this before I forget. And when you get a chance, try to take out a life insurance policy. Do you have one yet?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay, cool. You good then?
You know, I got that. I got my 401k plan. I give a checkups every month. I got a gym membership.
Man, you sound all right.
Yeah. Hey,
you sound like you're
listen to your podcast. I just did that. Like I said, I was like, hey, whoa. Like, it's because, like I said, sometimes you gotta take a step back and look at life. Like, hey,
right.
You know, who's gonna remember you
now,
and who's
Chris,
not? Like,
I want to thank you for allowing me to come into your life and motivate you and just give you knowledge that you probably already have, but I just really brought it out to the people around the world, to the people listening. This is my man Chris out of West Palm Beach, who discovered the show, who we helped change his life, and I just really appreciate that. Now, Chris, there's a thing in this world called a motherfucker tie. Have you ever heard of it?
You telling me? I've been up since 6 o'clock and still working?
I'm tired. I'm going to take my ass to bed. I got to get up at 5. But listen, may your pain be champagne, Chris. Me and you going to talk on Tuesday. We're going to get Tara on the phone, and we're going to set you up and see what we can do for you, all right?
All right, TJ. Thank you for calling me.
You're welcome, family. God bless, okay? Talk in a couple of days. God willing.
All right.
All right.
This episode of The TK Kirkland Show was produced by Jonathan Mena, executive produced by Charlemagne the God, music by Lando Beats. This is an official Loudspeakers Network production.